Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we have some modifying going on. This is the Wltoys 16800. It is a really nice, affordable, entry hobby grade level excavator. It is far better than the 1550. I did a full comparison video against the 580. That is on my other channel, RC Excavator. I did the initial unboxing and initial thoughts on it. On this channel, it's going to get the long-term review, which should be coming here soon. I've owned it for over a year, so I've put it through its paces, and honestly, I've had zero failures, and that's why I like this one so much. On the 580, I've had one failure, which is a smoke machine. On this one, everything works flawlessly. I've had no issues. It's got plenty of power, everything like that. So stay tuned for that one-year review on it. And today, the mod that we're going to be doing is the one that it needs very badly. So the only advantage that the 580 had was the weight. Yes, the metal is nicer. It's a little bit different color just because of the paint. ABS plastic is very strong, but being metal added more weight to that and a little bit of more durability. So one way to offset that is, I think this is like around 9 pounds. I'll throw it on a scale and double check. I think it's around 9 pounds, and the 580 was like 11 and some change, almost 12 pounds. So what we need to do is increase this weight. You can do this mod to the 580. I've already increased the weight on my hydraulic excavator, my Cobalite 336. That will be featured on this channel very soon. I have a huge project for it. So without further ado, let's get into the modification itself. So for this modification, it's very simple. You're only going to need a couple things. You're going to need weights, obviously. I recommend these sticky weights right here because, number one, you can break them off in different sizes. You can stack them. They're nice and heavy, and they're double-sided sticky tape. They're even black and look really sharp. You can literally stack them and make these like outer weights if you place them nicely and paint them maybe. They even look good black, honestly. Maybe like a flat black will look better. So you're going to need the weights. You're also going to need a screwdriver to access the screws to remove this cover. So there are a few of them, and let's go ahead and do that. This shouldn't take too long, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it on camera. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long to unscrew these and get this done. So you're gonna need a nice long screwdriver. I actually got this with where did I get the screwdriver with? I got it with a RC product. Oh, it came with the with my 1580 or the tongue long 1580. That's what the screwdriver came with it. Since I have sold that one to a friend of mine because I did purchase this, and I was in the process of purchasing my hydraulic one. So I was like, well, I gotta have a few excavators, but I feel like in the comparison, this one won for budget friendliness and performance. So I kept this one, and I was nice enough to sell it to a friend at work, the other one. Now, the cool part is I sold it once I did the review, so he was nice enough to bring it in, and I did the comparison side by side once he brought it in. There should be 2 screws. 1, 2 came out. And then we were working on a third one. Oh, it came out. Perfect. And there should be another one here. You may have to turn this on to spin it to get to all the screws. So this position, I found that the halfway position, turned halfway in between tracks, is the best position. You get to all of them, I think, but one right here on this side. So we'll go ahead and get these other 2 on this side. It should be a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 total screws on it. So we'll go ahead and get these out. I think I put all 6 in. I've taken this apart just to look at it and compare the board and everything compared to the 580. Really, while I'm taking this apart, really the main difference, like I said, was this right here isn't metal, and then the arm. The tracks and everything else is metal. They both use really nice servo drive, screw drive servos or servo worms, whatever you want to call them. They both, create smoke. They both have lights. They both have sound. But I feel like this one has an edge up because this one actually has 3 channels instead of, I do believe one is smoke separate, And then the other one is lights and sound. So if you turn off the lights, you turn off the sound as well. So this one, you can separate the sound and the lights on different channels. So you can have lights on or you can have sound on, vice versa. So that's kind of an advantage. Make sure this is unscrewed all the way. This should be about ready to come. Oh, it is ready to come out. So I guess I forgot to put one there. Let's go ahead and turn this. Give it a good old-fashioned shake. Here's another one. The other one may be stuck on here, so let's set this machine just like so. And then we're going to lift up very carefully because stuff might still be plugged up, and I do not want to yank any of my wires. So let's go ahead and disconnect the battery. Lift it up a little bit and see what's connected. So it looks like the main board. So we could probably pull, looks like this, a smoke machine. Looks like we're gonna have to pull pretty much everything. So it's color coordinated, so we'll pull the blue, we'll pull the green, we'll pull the white and the red, and we'll also pull, looks like the XT30 we can just shove back through. We don't have to desolder that, thank goodness. My soldering is not that pretty. So that should free up this. What we'll do, we don't want to twist it too much, we'll just set it to the side. And we're basically going to have to find available space. So right off the bat, I can already tell you where there's some available space. Looks like the front of this, I may be able to fit some. Looks like we'll be able to put some back here. And on the sides of this, on the sides of that, we might be able to squeeze some. The speaker's right there, honestly. Where these weights are, that's pretty full with those metal bars. Those metal bars are heavy. I don't want to remove those because I would reduce weight. So it's just a matter of squeezing them places. You got to account for the two servo motors right here. These two motors. So you got to account for that. It's going to be a little bit tighter than I thought. So I know for sure I can get some probably on this far side. Right in here. I should be able to get a little bit of weight there. One way, I really don't want to change. Don't want to unscrew this because what happens is there's an off and on switch and that'll be moved. Now if I solder an off and on switch to it and move the board, but then where are you going to move it? You can maybe come in, the weights are going to be there. This is the antenna, we don't want to break that off. So really we're very limited. I just honestly thought there would be a lot more room in here. I forgot how little room these the 580 and this one has. That's the perfect place for it. So looks like we're gonna go ahead and dry fit some weights. So the best way to do it is to figure out what size you want to go with. Looks like here, let's turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing actually. I don't want you guys to miss any of it. So what we're gonna try to fit is weights right here. We're not gonna be able to go too wide from the looks of it. And we could probably snip and level that so you can fit them flat so they're not just touching these contact points. Yeah, these are supposed to make it a little more rigid. This corner I don't think is going to have too big of a problem. So you are going to need one more tool. Is a pair of plastic snips. Now, the goal is to get as much weight without messing up the structural rigidity too much. So we'll cut it right here, cut it right here. And you should be able to literally break off. Once you cut these ends, you should be able to just kind of snap it, work it back and forth, and remove this plastic. So you're also going to need a pair of needle nose or whatever you have, and you're just going to work the plastic back and forth, and you'll see it breaks right off. So we're just going to remove this to make a nice flat area for weights, and then we'll see, we'll have to dry fit the height. So we'll just stack them and see how many we can fit height-wise. Before we hit the top of this part. So long as you're getting weights in the machine, I'm going to obviously try to put some on the other side, like underneath this cab. If we have any room, we can slide some underneath the actual little plastic cab. Wherever we can fit weights, we're going to get weights on here because this machine does need a weight increase. As long as it's on the actual frame, like this part of it, that should help with the weight balance. But the goal, you want it mainly, all of it, to be towards the back. And we're definitely going to add a bunch to the back. But this is definitely going to increase its weight. Every little bit counts. I think I increased my hydraulic excavator on the 336 by 2 pounds, and believe it or not, that makes a difference, especially for a larger bucket or lifting something up. It just helps balance it so much better. So we'll go ahead and grab this, twist it. There we go, that came off. Now you can use snips, you can use a file, you can use a sharp razor. Be careful not to cut yourself. Just whatever to remove all this plastic off of here. So go ahead and snip this. Well, I'm not left-handed, but I'll do it this time. Boom, that's gone. Boom, that's gone. Like I said, you can use files, whatever you need to smooth that up and to get that flat enough to where you can fit as many weights as you can possibly. Now the weights are going to be stuck together, so it's going to, maybe it won't allow it to flex as bad. This ABS plastic is pretty durable. It's not the thickest. There we go. And then we can also use like a little scraper knife or whatever. Let's see how she lays in there. Oh yeah, so the length of it looks like we're gonna be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and tear off at the 4th one. That's cool because we'll be able to do it like this. So let's not peel this yet because we don't know the height that we want to achieve. So this is where we'll go ahead and shave that little corner off right here or snip it off. That way we make sure we have maximum space. Boom, that's gone. That's pretty well trimmed there as well. And then we'll get our 4s. Whoops. I keep fumbling and dropping stuff, guys. Where in the world did that go? Here we go. So now that we tore these 4s, we're going to stack some in here. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit in an angle, however you can to fit them. So we'll stack 1, 2. We'll take another row, break it in half. 3 and 4. And then we're going to dry fit it to see how much of it we can actually fit. And put this in here. Just like this. We got 4 to fit. I wonder if we get 5. Let's try 5. So like I said, it is going to be smashed together, so it is going to be a little tighter compressed. Let's go ahead and go for 5, maybe even 6. Yeah, let's go for 6. That is a lot of weight. Don't let it fool you. Like, these lead weights are heavy. And we're going to do that everywhere. Everywhere you get a chance to fit it. I know a lot of folks are taking the actual bottom parts of these and lining the inside of them with weights. I can do that as well. I think 6 is one, well, I don't know. Let's put this here so it's not interfering with the connection of it. I am going to make another little wire pin for that. But that's, you know what? I can actually, once it's compressed together, I might be able to screw that anyways. Yeah, I'll be able to screw that. That's what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and stick these together. So what you're going to do is you're going to peel the layers in between. And this will allow them to get closer and tighter together. Try to stack them straight, because if you get them crooked, it may affect your fitment. So just line them up the best you can. And then just build off of it. And then you want to compress them as tight as you can for sticking and clearance. We'll peel another one. And keep your bottom one not peeled. That's going to be the last one you peel. And then we're going to make sure it fits one more time before I peel that bottom one, because I think we might only have to do 5. 6 was extremely tight. I mean, we may be able to pull it off, but at least by getting 5, that is a lot of weight. I mean, that is heavy. Definitely heavy. And that's what we want. We want that weight increase as much as possible. Even if you get like a small row in the back, whatever you can fit, literally. Fit as much as you can. I have faith. I think we can do 6. We could always peel it off. Like I said, none of this is going to show. You're not going to be able to see any of this. And then with it now peeled apart, the paper that was in between is gone. That reduces it. And then compressing it really tight helps as well. So there is that. There is that. Let's go ahead and try to slide this on. Oh yeah. That is close. That is so close. I may peel this top layer off to be safe. You know what I think it is? We may even be able just to peel. I think it's the step down right here is what it's hitting. And it's hitting these little rubber things. So if we peel maybe half of, not the whole top row, but just the top half on one side. So let me wedge something in here. Peel it up. And we're going to try to only break it to where it's just 2 of them missing. So that way it kind of works with our step down, so it fits much, much better. I could almost guarantee that it's going to fit now. Yep, that is going to fit. So there is that one. We'll go ahead and peel the bottom, which is going to mount it. I kind of want to snip that little piece a little better right here. I don't want, because that's kind of, it's going to, there we go. That's going to affect its fitment as well. Make sure you remove everything and wipe it so it'll just stick really well. And then place it. And just like that, we gained a huge amount of weight on that side. Perfect. That's not going anywhere, especially when we put the lid on. Why is this getting hung up? Oh, it's on there. I'm like, okay. So now clearance on here. I know for a fact that I can get weights on this side and this side. So what we're going to figure out is the length. So it looks like we're going to have to break one off. And we're going to try to slide these all the way down. That one's probably going to hit that side. So we're going to break it again. It looks like we can do like this. At least 1 row in there. 2, maybe 3 rows, depending on thickness. So we'll go ahead and get 1 more. And then we're going to peel it. We're going to break off 2. Try to keep them in, don't break them in singles. Always keep them at least in doubles. You can use a lot of doubles. And you can stack singles on top of each other too, or whatever you want. Line this up just like before. Press on it tight. And let's see if we can get 2. 2 will fit, 3 will not. So we'll go ahead and peel, and then we'll go ahead and try to, well, I'm positive that that'll fit. So we want to go all the way down, and then we're going to press. There we go. See that amount of weight? That's quite a bit of weight there. I could feel this lid literally getting heavier. It's amazing. Same thing here. Ooh, this side, we can get all but 1. Oh, yeah. Yep. So let's go ahead and build off of that. Now, we're getting low on our weights because, like I said, I put 2 pounds on the 36 Cobalite 336, and it's okay because we can get more. We can use everything we have, and then we can order some more. Not a big deal. I think it was $20-something. One day shipping, I think it was like 20 bucks or so. You can get these a little cheaper if you want to wait for the shipping. The cheaper ones, the shipping is going to take more like 2-3 weeks, 2 weeks or so. Ooh, I shouldn't have went with 2. Oh, it's hitting that plastic thing. I bet if I trim that. I really didn't want to trim that one because that's a main support corner. We're going to have to sacrifice 1 row again. And then, boom. Now, I don't know if that's going to clear where the servo is right here. It's up far in there, though. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I do have double-sided sticky alien tape, so stickiness is gone. So you want to make sure you go all the way in there. You don't want to just stick it. You want to push it to where it's all the way in there, so allowing you to clear most of everything. So that way, see how far it's in there? That is a lot of weight. Holy smoke. Oh, make sure you don't twist your main wires either. That's bad. So let's just move this out of the way for now. Let's pretend we're putting on the lid. You know what? 100% success. Yep. That is amazing. Now, could you theoretically move the smoke machine and do weights and do the battery, or just do a larger battery, which would technically be heavier? You can do that as well. This is kind of pointless. This is more gimmicky to me, in my honest opinion. I would remove the smoke machine and just do a larger battery, which is technically heavier. So that's what I would do. And we can do like a shorty pack. We can do this battery right here. It's the proper connection. Look how much larger this is. And this is substantially heavier than a factory battery, and this has a higher discharge rating. This is a 7.4 volt, 2300 milliamps. So you're increasing it by 300, and then you are also increasing it to 35C, which is probably higher than this one. So that's something to think about. It's got a little bit of puffiness to it, but it's okay. I tested it. It's still performing. And that also allowed me to use this 1800. I have two of these. I have a parallel wire. I can put two of these in parallel. Not parallel, but series. And that way, it'll just increase from 1800 times 2. It'll be 3200. So it'll be a very, very big battery. You can fit a very large battery there with that smoke machine going, which I'm honestly considering doing, to be honest with you. That would add huge weight increase. So that is already so much heavier. I should have weighed the machine beforehand. I'm sure we could look it up online what the weight is. That's not a problem. Then we can probably do a row of weights here. We could probably do one or two little layers across here, because these are really thin. Like, they're still gonna probably clear. We can theoretically shove some weights in. We can fit a set of 4. Yep, for sure. We're sticking it in there. So you basically, I don't even know if I need to peel it because it's so tight. And now we're gonna have to peel it to make sure that it sticks. So the more of it you get on here, the more weight you're gaining. And each one of these little things, which I added a bunch, is 1/4 of an ounce, right? Yep, 1/4 of an ounce. And count how many of these we've added. Quite a few. So there, that one is officially stuck on there. And it should give it enough room to clear the edge where it connects at. And then we're going to go ahead and take some of these tubes. I'm just trying to get creative here. Definitely do a row in between. Oh, yeah. We're doing that. Oh, we don't have any more full-length size ones. We're definitely doing a row here. So let's go ahead and peel that. Really, I like to shove that one all the way in there and get one on top if possible. So no, it's going to hit that one weight below it. So we'll go as far as we can, and then we'll push it on. So now it has row weight here, 2 there, 3 on this side. So that's what you're basically doing, is lining the inside with as much weight as you can without it interfering with stuff. Man, I'm really tempted to just remove the smoke machine. But yeah. So those weights are going to be on this side. Now, let's go ahead and remove the cab. See what we can fit under there. That'd be awesome if we can get some under the cab. So just like before, it's just a couple screws that removes the cab. Nothing fancy. 1 and 2. Just remove these bad boys. And then unlock it. Does it go forward or backward on this one? This one's backwards. The other one is forward. And just like I thought, there should be. Here is one of the screws right here. Need it for that. Looks like I can fit some weights in there. Let me look at it because it's got a clear there. Plastic in the front. Now, if you're going to put a guy in, now is the time to do it. I do have a guy, but I don't think I'm going to do it because I need it for something that I ordered for this channel. This is the only hint I'm giving you guys. This is my new operator. And honestly, I think he might be too big. Don't want to open him here. I'll grab one. I have one over here, background guy. We're promoting him temporarily. We're going to remove the hard hat because I guarantee it's not going to fit, and the vest. And we're going to see if you can fit a Brunner 1/16 scale worker / operator. He's doing it all today, baby. Nope. Now, you can't cut his legs to where they're shorter. That's the only way, or get a smaller figure. He's going to be way too big, unfortunately, for this one. Now, I don't feel comfortable sticking with because it's a huge gap there. I can put... Yeah, I can totally fit some weights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these loose singles and doubles. And, yep, the 2s will fit right there. See that? 2s will fit right there. So I'm going to start stacking a bunch of 2s. I should be able to do at least 3 2s stacked on top of each other. So that's all the name of this game is sneaking in weights. I bet you can sneak a bunch in here. I guarantee it. I just don't have any more. It's not worth opening for these little scragglers. I would have to literally buy another box. So that would add tremendous weight, especially lower. A lot of this is going to be towards the back. It's going to be fine. It's going to make this machine so much heavier. The problem is with a lot of machines, even when you get into hydraulics, let me give you an instance. So the 336 is a great little machine, entry-level professional hydraulic machine. Its biggest downside is its weight and the all-in-one kind of proprietary system to where it's not like typical ones where you can add filters, you can add radiators, all that. You have to basically change the blocks, the pump, everything. So that's the reason why it is what it is, which is fine. If you're not going to mod it, it's definitely the best entry-level hydraulic, I still feel like, for the price and entry-level, if you do not mod it. Once you mod it, it kind of will lose out to other ones. And I like to get into that in other videos. So that clears, my friends. So we put a stack of 3 2s, so that's 6 1/4-ounce weights. Whew, that's a little weight there. And we're going to shove some more towards the back, just like so. So it looks like we're going to do 2 more on top of each other. Remember, never peel your last one to the end. Make sure it fits, and then peel it. So you're not wasting the weight. So it's going to go a little bit, or I'm going to try to shove it up a little bit like that. There we go. We can definitely do 2 more. So here's another 2. That's the name of the game. We're literally about out of weights. And I did 2 pounds, and I roughly had almost 2 pounds. So that would get it close. If we had 2 pounds, theoretically, I think we're shy of it. If it weighed 8 and the other one weighs 11, that's... I'm sorry, if we're at 9 and the other one weighs 11, adding 2 theoretically would get us very close to that weight. I think it might be 11 point something or 12. I can't remember. We'll look up the weights. But, I risked it and peeled it. I think it's going to fit. There we go. Push on that one. It's not going to be perfect. Sometimes they can lay in there like that. It doesn't matter. As long as they clear and they fit and that closes on, it does not matter. Let's say I could shove maybe 1 more. Let's see. Hold on. So let's make sure first to see these little tongues right here. We got to go in first. So if it's not fitting, it could be that. Come on, baby. Get in there. Are the tongues not lining up? There we go. We're in. I'm not adding any more in the front. It is stuffed. So we literally have, hold on. It's much snugger with the weights in here, by the way. We have, so we can count total how many 1/4 ounces. So we have 2, and it's 6, and it's 3 deep. So we have 6, or hold on, 2, 4, 6, and then 2, 4, 6. So that's 12 1/4 weights in the cab. Bada boom, bada bang. That is exciting. That is quite a bit of weight in itself. Like, you add all this weight up, it adds up quickly. Let's go make sure that this cab is screwed down nice and snug. And then the weights being sticky like that is they're going to stay in place and not rattle. So when you shake this machine, none of these weights will rattle. That is a nice feature. And then, so we're at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 49, 50, 51. And then we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73 quarter-ounce weights. 73 quarter-ounce weights. 73. Now the next part is just squeaking by, like doing one thin layer. You should be able to get away with it. So let me go ahead and put a 2 under here, just like so. Whoop, boom. So where we're at, 70, 78. I don't know, I watched the video. Plus 2. So that should make us 80. Let's go with 80 of them. 76. Or 78. I don't know, but we added 2 more. I'm sorry. We're going to weigh it anyways. That's what the final weight, I guess, matters. And then we're going to do 2 more. We can do 1s for sure in here. Let's stack a couple 1s. Yeah, I nailed it. Those 1s should fit perfectly in that space right here. Let me turn it this way. Yep, those 1s should go in there perfectly. So let me peel off the sticky. Let me turn it back this way. Whoops, wrong way. Once again, do not twist on these wires too hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel this stack. Here is 3 more. And we want it to go down in there. So I don't want it to affect the way it screws on the lid. I had it going in there a minute ago. Hold on. Whoops. It's a matter of getting it down in there, and then once I get it in there, it's pressing on this side to press up against the stickiness. Like I said, I don't like rattling. So I got a set of 3 more there. Then we can get 1, 2, 3 more little ones and do the same thing on this side. And technically we could do 1 right here. Nah. Okay, we'll stack these and we'll do 3 more. 1, 2, and then 3. Man, this is gonna be nice. This will make a difference. This will be more heavier probably than the arm and the boom. So when you take that out of the equation, you're gaining performance and space or whatever. Oh, I don't know if this side is gonna fit. This side seems to be a little bit tighter than the other side. Wonder why that is, if that weight shifted over or what. Oh, no, I got it. And then I just got to go down just like the other one did. I think. There we go. So 3 more right here. We can for sure go with a set of weights there. I'm positive. Hell, we use our leftovers. So whoop. We go over the thing. I don't care. There's that. I want this box empty. So we can use these here. And then we did theoretically have 1 more loose one we can put at the end. So basically, we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. That's what I just said. I want to make sure this is stuck on there tight because like I said, I don't want anything to rattle. That's very important to me. So we could theoretically do a layer in here, I guarantee it, like these singles. So anything left, find like an area that would be space, like here. Boom, one more. Come on, I got any more? We'll do one over here. Is this a big set? Yes, it is. I'm gonna try to save this for something. Can we do 3 right here? No, we can do 2 though. I'm almost positive that this will still close this way. And then we can do, maybe we can do this one right here. Yep. We got it to fit. So we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Try to make it 6. Come on, it's got to clear that corner. It's not going to go. Nope. Oh yeah, the one there. See that right there? And I think I am officially, nope, 1, 2, 3 more weights, 4, 5. Yep, that's it. So we have this many. We can do it. I believe it. I don't know the clearance here. That's what I'm worried about. You know? Okay, here we go. Check it out. Right over here. Right here by the speaker. We're going to do 1 right here. I'm not going to cut any plastic. I don't want to weaken it. There we go. Stuck. 1 there. Then we can do 1 in the space underneath the board. As long as it's sticky, it will hold. And it's not touching the board. We do 1 more on this other side. So it's really just being creative. Like I said, I could guarantee I could take almost half a box and put it in the middle turrets, in the middle base section, which I'm going to do in a later video. 1 there, and you can see all these are like stuck, so they're not going to be anything rattling. We only have 2 more to lose, and I believe we can lose them. This is going to be a tough one. Lose these last 2, because everything else is like filled. Oh, the space in between. We'll stack it. We'll make it a double. So we'll peel this apart. We'll stack it to each other, and then we'll take this little double. Whoops. And we'll put it right here in the middle, up against this servo, right there. Should have wiped that a little bit, but it's still sticking. And then we'll press from this side, making sure that it sticks, because if it rattles, I'll take it out of there. Nope. There we go. And the main part is reassembling this. So first, let's dry fit it. Let's stick this back up underneath here, how this was. Let's go ahead and feed this through. Just make sure this isn't like part of the reason why it's not plugging in. We're going back together, lining it up properly. And we have something hitting. Nope. There we go. Nope. We are golden. Okay. That's all I needed to know. So now it's time to plug these up. Dude, we just gained some serious weight. Like, we're going to punch above the weight class. Well, no. Probably not, because it's... You can see the little channel thing there. You got to line it up. Take your time. It's important that they go all the way in. Check the other ones. Do not break these little things off right here. You'll be screwed. Move the wires. Be careful. There we go. That's plugged in. Then we obviously have red. Take your time. Whoops. Take your time lining these up. Make sure they plug all the way in. You don't have to take this all apart. I'm really debating on keeping the smoke. I'll keep the smoke for now, but it most likely it's gonna be for a bigger battery because that'll add weight and more longer run time. So how could you say no to that? And then obviously we'll plug this back in so it works. The smoke, everything has a spot. That's in. Oh no, smoke went over here. What am I doing? Yep, I remember that. Smoke went over here. That is smoke. And then double checking. These are out of the way. That's out of the way. These are plugged in. Just check your work. Make sure this antenna's out of the way. Pull this enough so you have enough slack. Line this up neatly. Take your time. Don't force it too hard. Move these wires to the sides. Which side were these on? Oh, these were on this side. There we go. Straighten this back out. There we go. You want it to look good, man. Work hard on this. You want it to look good. I just had it on there, so it does work. You just gotta make sure it's not hitting the weight. That's what it is. Boom. There we go. Oops. Not that. We don't need that to come out. Move this out of the way. We are golden. That is it, my friends. Now we threw all the stuff on the screws. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it. We're gonna lay it on top of that body so it doesn't pop up. We're gonna come from the top. We're gonna tighten these up. Don't strip these out. They'll just get tight. Don't want to strip them. Nice and snug. Come to this side. One more in the back. So there's two in the back. I'm going to get all four corners first, and then I'm going to do the rest. Boom, this corner's done. We're going to do this front one. Just like that. We'll do this front side that holds the front of it on. We need one more. Come on. Thought I had one more here. Hope I didn't knock it off. Need one more there. Sure, because it's wanting a bulge on that side. There we go. Let's push this in. Hold on a second. Let's make our life a little bit easier. Oh yeah, the battery's not in. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna plug this up. We're gonna neatly tuck everything. Go ahead and put the lid on as well. There we go. We're gonna make sure these wires are straight, everything else is okay. And we're gonna flip it one more time to tighten up the rest of these screws, and I'm gonna check over here really well. So this is what we want to get tight. What am I doing here? I'm fucking like, let's make it easier for ourselves, right? Make it nice and snug so there's no gap there. We need that one here for sure. So let's go ahead and move this box and gently start removing all this paper. It'd be nice to have one more screw. Let me see if there's one here. I might have. Yeah, of course I dropped it. It's right here. Hold on, wrong way. So we need this one right here because the side is kind of flexing out. I don't like that. This screw is gonna nicely hold it. See that part? Boom. That's gonna already fix it. We're gonna make sure there's no gaps. I don't like that. Nice and snug. That one's snug, that one's snug. Set the machine down. Let's see if the body moves. Nope. Put this pin in. Straighten the step out. Check the line. That. I can't remember if I dropped any more. I should. Yep, there we go, guys. Let's spin this around. About forward, so let's spin this around. So there we go. Let's go ahead and turn everything in and put it about half, like right there. So now, my friends, this is ready to be officially weighed. So what we'll do is we'll go to the kitchen and we'll throw it on the weight. And then I'll also look online, see what the weight is with the battery in it. And this way I'll give us an idea how much weight we added. I think there we go. That part didn't snap in, it just snapped in now. No gap now, look. No gap. No gap whatsoever. Let me spin around, make sure there's a screw on that side as well. If not, I have some. Let me feel if there's a screw in here. Nope, there wasn't a screw on that side, but I did snap it in. What it is when I took it apart, I may have lost screws. I'm real notorious for losing screws, even though I have a magnetic tray like a few feet away from me. I don't use them, and hence this mess right here. It's plentiful, to say the least. So let's just grab it like this. Throw that in. The ones I'm throwing away is already peeled and not sticky. Like I said, I do not want them rattling. And like I told you guys, listen, there's no weights or nothing rattling. You do not want weights rattling or shifting on you, right? I could tell you right now, I could feel it. We trimmed a tiny bit of plastic. I don't think that's going to matter, honestly. That tiny little bit of plastic we trimmed, I honestly don't believe it's going to matter. Let's put this guy's vest back on. Because he is my ground guy. That's why he has a hard hat and a vest and everything. I have to have a laborer. He's not an operator. Sorry, guy. Me being me, we have a new operator for a new machine that is coming. I am extremely proud. And this, my first hydraulic excavator, I've been wanting, honestly, for about 10 years now. So this is very, very important to me. You know, when you work hard, you should treat yourself. It's not achievable for everybody, depending on your, I don't know, people's circumstances, how much you make, what you can afford to spend, this, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't make you any better because you have something like this. I hope that you guys can achieve your goals, whatever your goal may be, whether it's a car, whether it's a watch, whatever it is. I hope you achieve that. I hope you work hard and get it, because it's when you work hard for it, it's that much more, you're that much more appreciative of what you have. I think I need some water in the smoke machine. But it is working. I think it dried out. We'll put some water in there. I promise you, it still works. Yeah, it's bone dry, I guarantee it. Let's see here. Let me pull this end off. Pull the little plug. I have no nails, so it's like impossible. I'm going to use just a pair of needle nose just to grab that. Be careful not to pull it all the way completely off. Bink. Yeah, that's like dry. So that's why it's not coming on. So like I said, we'll do this weight right here. You can see the other modifications besides the weight. And we'll see what we gained. Hopefully something amazing, right? So when next time, I'll just grab my phone and I'll meet you guys in the kitchen. So here we are, guys. Only the battery and the weight. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to set it down. Hopefully you can see that. 12.4. That is heavy. That is heavy. Now I'm going to look up both the other machines. We gained some weight. 1.4 pounds maybe? I don't know. We gained some weight. It is much heavier. I thought originally it was like 9 or 10 pounds. We gained some weight, definitely. So we're gonna have to figure out what the original weight is with just the battery in it. It's dry on water too, so maybe we'll fill up the water tank as well, because technically they may have the weight with the water in the tank as well. So yeah, so there you have it. Okay, so that's gonna do it for that video. Here's Mr. Willis, our doggy we've had for 14 years. So that was a lot of fun modding. Absolutely love modding. Adding weight makes a huge difference to these machines. Huge difference to hydraulic, and huge difference for servo screw drives, or servo driven screws on that one, or a worm drive, or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's going to make a big difference. I will find the weights and put it in the description below, like the factory weight with the battery in it, and then I'll put the weight we gained. There's room for more, guys. We could have snuck a couple weights here and there, but I think the bottom is the key, opening up that bottom. There should just be a motor and some wires, so there should be a nice big cavity there to put, you know, all the weights and everything in there. So I'm definitely gonna have to buy another box. I think that's gonna be tremendous, and especially having the weights lower to the ground as well. So I'm really excited about that. I think we definitely gained some weight. I think that's gonna be a noticeable difference, and even more once we add more of the weights. I'm also looking to do a couple other little mods to it. So stay tuned, guys. There's gonna be lots of videos like that. Modifications, upgrades, new builds, custom conversions, construction sites, scale digging, comparisons. It's just going to go on and on. So hopefully you tune into all that, and that's going to do it for this video. So I guess I'll just see you guys in the next one.